Our word for 2025 is harvest. And one of the special things that we have seen that's been really, really beautiful is watching fathers baptizing their sons and grandpas baptizing their grandkids. And that's what these two guys did here. So you probably know Stan because he's always up playing the keyboard, but you may not know Hunter. And we baptized, or I should say they baptized Hunter's son, Jace. I still remember that Sunday that he walked down. Before we start though, I know, Hunter, everybody's looking at your shirt that says Princess Zelda. We're going to have to explain that shirt. So, because everybody's like, why is he wearing a Princess Zelda shirt? Tell us about the shirt.
My daughter's name is Zelda.
And how did she get the name?
Me and my son played all the Zeldas, and then we named her Zelda.
You and Jace named her Zelda.
Me and Jace did, yeah.
That is so great.
It's really awesome.
Let's talk about this moment. So he comes forward. Stan, you were playing the keyboard. What was that moment like when you saw him come forward?
Well, I've been spending months trying to get him to do it. And truth is, he hasn't been consistently coming. So, for the last, 4 months, Hunter's been coming consistently, trying to bring him anyway. And so I didn't know when it was going to happen.
Okay.
But he did indicate, okay, I think he saw Isaac get baptized. I'll do it. Okay. But I didn't know when.
Yeah.
Months since we talked about it. So when I looked down and I saw him, I said, oh, he's doing it now.
Yeah.
Had his hoodie up.
So he comes forward though, and then I go back there to you and I go, hey, do you want to be a part of this baptism? Do you want to do the baptism?
Yeah, I did. I actually wanted to do it before you even said anything, but I'm like, okay, we're in the middle of playing this song.
Yeah.
Now,
And I said, who cares?
I forgot to unplug. I got tethered to him.
Some people saw that. You literally almost pulled the keyboard onto the floor.
Yeah,
But I mean, how do you not? It's your grandson, man.
Yeah, and I was about the same age, so we have conversations when we drive around and stuff. So, I try to bring stuff like that up because he was going to Christian school up until this current year. And he was telling me he didn't want to go to public school because they're going to teach me about evolution. I said, yeah, but you get to be a light that shines in darkness, and you got to get saved and get baptized. I mean, that's your two things, and you'll equipped be time in the Word and all that. But it was good for him to, nobody pushed him. He did it on his own.
He stepped out all by himself. Hunter, let's talk about as a dad. You're sitting right over here, and you see your son step out to be baptized. What was that moment like for you?
Man, it meant a lot. It was one of the best moments of my life. And with my past, I turned my life around over 3 years ago. I had been avoiding this church because of my involvement in the past and just wanting to try somewhere new. And I got God and Stan and the kids trying to get me to come here. And I'm bribing the kids to go to other churches with candy and coloring books. And it's all just been a hassle, And you hired Stan to repair something out there. And I saw a name on that brick, my name. And I just thought, okay, God, I'll come. And then within 3 Sundays, Jace got baptized.
So for those, if you're new and you don't know about the wall, we have a wall. Anytime somebody gets baptized, gives their lives to Jesus, they get a brick on the wall out there. And you'd done that years ago. And then to come back around full circle, I'm just so proud of you for stepping back in because the enemy wants to put guilt. Like we talk about all the time, guilt, shame, and condemnation on you.
Yeah, I had a lot of guilt and
shame.
And
then even for you to get into the baptismal and baptize your son. What was that moment like to be in the baptistry, with his grandpa and you and baptizing your son? How do you express that?
It was really cool, and I wasn't expecting it. It was a huge blessing. I was nervous, like everything happened so fast, but it was really cool. And when I got Zelda asking me when I'm going to dunk her in the water,
That's great.
It's really cool.
Man, it was just an amazing moment, and I'm just thank you both for sharing.